agency. It is most unusual to meet a woman who lost fewer than 6 members of her family, killed and dumped in a place like this. And here are their clothes still in the earth. A pair of trousers, part of a shirt, and skulls and bones everywhere. Nothing in my career as a journalist prepared me for the horrors I found in Cambodia. Like those who came upon Auschwitz and Belsen, the experience and the shock are difficult to describe. And yet 10 years later I find myself shocked again and seriously doubting if the enormity of what happened here is understood outside. How can it be understood when those responsible are not only allowed to go free and unpunished, but are living comfortably with expense accounts? The head of the extermination center at Tuol Sleng was called Comrade Dutch. His chief torturer was Comrade Pon. All around me are the graves of their victims. Today, both these men are guests of the government of Thailand, where they are protected and sustained with the United Nations aid. Few geopolitical games have been as cynical and bereft of all moral consideration as that which has isolated and punished the people of Cambodia. In 1979, President Carter's National Security Advisor, Dr. Brzezinski, implemented a policy known as playing the China card. The aim was to cultivate China and to further divide Peking and Moscow. But China's oldest enemy is Vietnam, which occupies a strategic bridge to the rest of Asia. Since 1975, Peking had backed Pol Pot as a means of destabilizing neighboring Vietnam. And Chinese support for Pol Pot continued after the Vietnamese drove the Khmer Rouge into Thailand. Moreover, the United States backed China and led an economic boycott of Vietnam and Cambodia. In Washington, there was, and still is, great bitterness that Vietnam had defeated and humiliated the United States. Revenge became the policy. Off the record, officials spoke about bleeding Vietnam white on the battlefield of Cambodia. The Thai border camps became a media circus. In 1980, State Department sources revealed plans for an international propaganda campaign spreading atrocity stories about Vietnamese behavior in Cambodia. This drew attention away from the Khmer Rouge, which the United States was secretly backing. Prime Minister Thatcher supported American and Chinese policy and visited the Cambodian refugee camps just over the border in Thailand, where British SAS troops trained Cambodian guerrillas allied with the Khmer